James Carlton Ingram's life was made of education, service, and intellectual curiosity. Born on January 11, 1922, in Roanoke, Alabama, James grew up in the close-knit community of Luneville, Alabama. His parents, John Henry Ingram Sr. and Mary Isabella Shanks, were pillars of their community. John, an educator with a Master of Arts from Howard College, had a distinguished career teaching mathematics and later became president of the Luneville National Bank. Mary, the daughter of James Turner Shanks, came from a family deeply rooted in Alabama's history. James' older sister, Isabelle, affectionately called Ibby, was born in 1919 and would later move to California with her husband, Ed Wilbur. From an early age, James exhibited a sharp intellect and a drive to excel. At just 16, he graduated from high school and enrolled at the University of Alabama. His academic journey was interrupted by the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. Like many of his generation, James answered the call to serve, enlisting in the U.S. Army. He graduated early to begin active duty, serving 4 years, including 2 in the European theater. By the time he was discharged in 1946, he had achieved the rank of captain. After the war, James pursued graduate studies at Stanford University, earning a master's in economics in 1947. He then worked in San Francisco's Industrial Indemnity Company, where he met Alice Jane Graham, a bright and ambitious woman from Pasadena. Alice had worked in a war plant producing radio crystals before graduating from Stanford as a Phi Beta Kappa and earning a master's degree from Cornell. The two married and began a lifelong partnership marked by mutual support and intellectual pursuit. In 1949, James returned to academia, first at Stanford and then at Cornell University, where he earned his Ph.D. in economics in 1952. His doctoral research took him and Alice to Thailand, where they spent 15 months in Bangkok studying the country's economic development. This work culminated in his dissertation, Economic Change in Thailand Since 1850, which was published by Stanford University Press in 1955. The book became a seminal reference on the subject, translated into multiple languages and updated over the decades. James joined the University of North Carolina, UNC, faculty in 1952, where he spent over 30 years teaching, researching, and shaping the field of economics. He served as dean of the graduate school from 1966 to 1969 and was managing editor of the Southern Economic Journal. His academic contributions extended beyond UNC, with visiting professorships at institutions like the London School of Economics, Thammasat University in Bangkok, and the Johns Hopkins Bologna Center. His research on regional economics, particularly in Puerto Rico, led to his second book, Regional Payments Mechanisms: The Case of Puerto Rico. James and Alice raised 3 daughters, Deborah, Susan, and Melissa Isabelle. Melissa, an artist and healer, passed away in 2016, leaving behind a legacy of creativity and compassion. Deborah and Susan settled in Chevy Chase, Maryland, carrying forward the family's tradition of intellectual and professional achievement. After retiring from UNC, James was appointed Professor Emeritus of Economics. Alice, his steadfast partner, passed away in 2006 following complications from heart surgery. James lived until May 8, 2011, leaving behind a legacy of scholarship, service, and dedication to education. He and Alice are buried in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, their lives a testament to the power of knowledge, love, and perseverance. James Carlton Ingram's story is not just one of personal achievement, but also of a life deeply intertwined with the broader currents of history, education, and global understanding.